A time where things are getting tougher. You got to stay inside a little bit more and have your St. Patrick's Day celebrations just with the family.
Yeah, can you make green beer at home?
I hope so, right?
Just a little food
coloring?
That's what I was thinking. I think so.
All right, so there you go. The problem solved for you there, and everything's good. Meteorologist Lisa Rapid joins us this morning as well. We are looking at some rain, and it's going to be cloudy on this St. Patrick's Day, right?
Yeah, we won't really see much sun, but we'll be dry today. We'll just keep the cloudy skies. Showers and storms again return going into Thursday.
Yeah, it's been wet for a while, it feels like.
Yeah, and that's why we have these residual flooding concerns out there this morning. Aerial flood advisories continue until 10:30 to the south and east of Springfield, where we've got some vulnerable low water crossings that could be closed, so be careful there. We've got cloudy skies out in Springfield with some patchy fog and that temperature at 43 degrees. Visibility is down to 6 miles in Branson and 6 miles in Rolla. We've got the showers exiting to the south. We've got just some drizzle in Springfield, but we are finding showers stretching from Fayetteville to Jasper, Marshall, and Melbourne. Some of these little freckled light showers near Jasper, Melbourne, Ash Flat, and just to the south of West Plains out there this morning. Once those exit, we'll just keep some clouds. Temperatures are in the 40s this morning. It's 43 in Springfield and 41 degrees in Rolla. So starting out with some patchy fog this morning, then we're dry through the evening commute. Again, just keeping those cloudy skies. So no luck for sunshine on this St. Patrick's Day. Temperatures in the middle 50s, though, 55 degrees by this afternoon. We'll have showers and storms return again by tonight into tomorrow. Details on a severe threat coming up in a couple of minutes.
Yesterday's shooting in East Springfield has left people in town mourning and also looking for answers. But right now, authorities are still unsure of a motive. We spoke with Curtis Green, who didn't see the shooting happen but witnessed the response from Springfield police. He said he was driving down Chestnut when police sped by, causing him to pull over several times and then actually watch as the police intervened. Both Curtis Green and a neighbor that we spoke with say they're deeply saddened by this event.
You know, it's just really unfortunate that people had to lose their lives over someone's decision, and it's that, that's just not fair. It's not fair to anybody, especially the families that were affected by it and, friends and loved ones that were lost. That's not fair.
It really breaks my heart that someone would just go out and just be rude and hateful. Just thinking, why would you wake up one day and just be like, I'm going to go shoot all these people? There's really no need for that.
Green also says to be aware of your surroundings, and if you feel like something might be off, always speak up and call police.
Police here locally need your help finding this man, 92-year-old Jesse Hamby. He was last seen Sunday afternoon at a home in northwest Springfield. Hamby may be driving a 2001 Burgundy Buick Regal with the license plate NB1C76. Officers do not know where he's going, but if you happen to see Hamby, you should call police right away.
Moving on to some medical coverage. As the number of cases increase, the CDC has recommended all gatherings of more than 50 people should be canceled or postponed for the next 8 weeks. 2 emergency meetings were held yesterday between the City of Springfield and the Greene County Commission, declaring a state of emergency in response to COVID-19. The city unanimously passed an ordinance banning any public gatherings of 50 or more. There are exceptions for educational institutions and schools and daycare facilities and other business operations. The ordinance also gives Mayor McClure the authority to issue an order amending which public gatherings are prohibited.
We're essentially ordering what the CDC has recommended. No longer in Greene County, the unincorporated areas of Greene County, is it only a recommendation. It will be an order not to congregate in groups of more than 50.
This ordinance will last a minimum of 30 days, but the city could extend that if necessary.
Meanwhile, President Trump has issued new national guidelines to fight the spread of the coronavirus. Those guidelines include stopping unnecessary travel and avoiding groups of more than 10 people.
This morning, Nigel McDonald joins us to explain more about the White House's decision. Nigel.
Good morning, Lauren and Joe. President Trump and members of the Corona Task Force gave an update on the federal response to the outbreak on Monday. Now, along with avoiding bars, restaurants, and groups of more than 10 people, the national guidelines also advise homeschooling and cutting back on the number of visits to nursing homes and long-term care facilities. Trump says the task force is meeting daily to discuss ways to best combat the spread of the virus, especially to those more vulnerable groups of people like the elderly population.
It's important for the young and healthy people to understand that while they may experience milder symptoms, they can easily spread this virus, and they will spread it indeed, putting countless others in harm's way. We especially worry about our senior citizens.
Well, President Trump is asking everyone to follow these new guidelines for the next 15 days.
All right, thank you, Nija. Also, in the wake of the unprecedented virus, cities are reviewing their policies. City utilities in Springfield and Nixa have both announced that they will not disconnect services due to missed payments. The extension goes until May 1st. Customers are encouraged to contact city utilities to make payment arrangements to avoid other issues in the future.
Also starting today, area hospitals are implementing a new screening process for all visitors. Cox Health, Mercy, and Citizens Memorial have announced these. If you're planning to visit a patient at any of these spots, you will be screened and have your temperature checked. This is in addition to some of those restrictions Cox had announced this past weekend of no visitors younger than 18 years old. Also effective today, Cox Health fitness centers will be closed.
And more closings are happening around Springfield. The Springfield Library will be closed, as well as the Battlefield Mall is shortening its hours. All 10 branches of the library will be closed starting today through March 31st. The drive-up window service will not be working. The Battlefield Mall says it will change its operating hours to 11 a.m. to 7 Monday through Saturday and noon to 6 on Sunday. Our digital team is constantly working to update this list of canceled events. You can find it by going to ozarksfirst.com. It's right on the homepage in the top right and on our Color 10 News app. Also around the region, an emergency declaration from Judge Joseph Wood's office in Washington County, Arkansas. With that comes a signed executive order that will allow each elected official to determine which staff is essential and which staff can stay home without using accrued leave time. Washington County Attorney Brian Lester says county employees should not be penalized by having to use their leave time given the circumstances.
That is just to help our employees, to kind of help them stay home with kids or stay home, or they may be a high-risk group, or they may just not be, they may be a non-essential. Kind of what we're looking at for the county.
Lester says it's all to limit exposure for both employees and the community.
Travelers worldwide are canceling trips over coronavirus fears, and there are some that are taking advantage of cheap flight costs despite those risks. Colton Nicious is a senior at the University of Arkansas and says with all of his free time with online classes, he wants that chance to travel, and he doesn't always want to exposure to others during a time like now, but also doesn't believe he should stay huddled in his home.
So if I can go to like an international flight for sub $200, I'm probably going to do that because I want to travel. It's cheap, so why not?
He also says most of his friends have the same mindset, but a reminder that President Trump stressed yesterday the importance of not traveling in order to slow the spread of that disease.
And the first volunteer has received a vaccine in a new trial for the coronavirus. Scientists at the Kaiser Permanente Washington Research Institute in Seattle have started the first stage study of a potential vaccine. The vaccine was developed in record time, but today's milestone is just the first step in a long process. The study is one of several being conducted worldwide. Experts say it will be at least a year, though, before any vaccine is ready for widespread use.
We've got some drizzle in Springfield this morning with showers to the south still in Arkansas. They're working on exiting. Once they exit, we'll keep clouds today, but severe and flooding threats remain this week. Details coming up next.
From Color 10 Ozarks First, Lauren Barnes, Joe Morano, and weather with meteorologist Elisa Raffa. This is Color 10 News Daybreak.